Ms. Hazem, it's great to have you. Thank you for sitting down with us. First of all, congratulations on your new role as Chief Executive at BlueFive Capital. What are your immediate work plans in this new role?
Sure. So first, Jingyi, thank you for having me on your program. Indeed, BlueFive Capital is it is now in its first few days of its formation. It aimed to play a very active bridge as creating investment platforms, connecting the Gulf region with large parts of Asia, including, of course, China. I hope this is a journey that BlueFive will play a very important role into connecting those two very exciting and important markets in the world together.
So how do you see this new position enhancing cross-border investment and cooperation between the GCC and China?
There are many initiatives underway. A large part of them are sponsored by the sovereign funds in both parts of the world, and a large part by corporates. However, it's very important to take that to a different level, and that is at the private sector. Why is that? Private investment institutions play an important part into taking that goodwill MOU that has been signed at the government level and translating it into actual concrete steps on the ground. In the case of BlueFive Capital, the focus is very much around creating seamless, digitally enabled, fully integrated financial services players across private wealth, public market brokerage and securities, insurance and asset management between those two markets.
So you have been a prominent figure in investment and financing across China in recent years. What areas and potential opportunities do you see between the GCC countries and China?
There are many areas that would benefit. First of all, into bringing the two public markets in China, particularly the stock exchanges in Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong, closer in a very interconnected and seamless manner with stock markets in the Gulf. The second of all, around private wealth. There is an immense level of investor liquidity, savings. Savers have a lot of capital, both in the Gulf and in China and other parts of Southeast Asia. How to improve that investors' access to products and solutions from other parts of the world. Today, in large part across the world, usually investors look local and US stock market. It's not saying this is better than the other one, but new options and solutions to be able to tap into a global financial markets becomes an important part. This is easier to do today than any time in the past because of technology. The technology that exists today connects the world in an incredible way.
As you mentioned, technology is essential for us to tap into global market more seamlessly. How do you see the fintech prospects in China and Middle East regions?
Fintech is the backbone of a lot of the future of financial services industry. So the idea is not to compete, but to effectively, in a way, be the shovels, be the pipes, the highways on which all the incredible, talented fintech providers, both in China and in the Middle East, to be able to go on that highway and let's call it Ring Road 6, on the 6th Ring Road, and be able to connect the two markets together.